Don't worry, Michelle Yeoh fans, the Oscar winner has plenty of projects after Star Trek. Section 31. Star Trek. Section May 31st not have been the best vehicle for Michelle Yeoh's considerable talents, but the Oscar winner has plenty of other projects to look forward to. Section 31 saw Michelle Yeoh return as Emperor Philippa Georgiou after departing Star Trek Discovery during the show's third season. Although the film introduced some fun new characters and had a lot of potential, Star Trek Section 31 has received mostly negative reviews from fans and critics alike. Michelle Yeoh's Georgiou remains a captivating character, but her future in the Star Trek universe is not looking great. Both before and after appearing in Star Trek Discovery, Michelle Yeoh has had quite an impressive acting career. While appearances in Crazy Rich Asians and Marvel's Shang-Chi helped her gain more recognition among Americans, it was her Oscar-winning turn in 2022's Everything Everywhere All at Once that launched her into another level of stardom. Since then, she has starred in numerous sci-fi and fantasy projects, including The Witcher, Blood Origin, and Wicked. While it would be great to see Michelle Yeoh return as Georgiou, she has several other projects on the horizon that may interest Star Trek fans. Michelle Yeoh is set to appear in Blade Runner 2099 series and 2 Avatar movies. From Star Trek to The Witcher to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Michelle Yeoh has become a bit of a franchise darling, and she appears to be continuing that trend. In May 2024, Yeoh was tapped to star in Blade Runner 2099, the first television series set in the sci-fi world based on Philip K. Dick's novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Yeoh will star as Olwen, a replicant approaching the end of her life, alongside co-star Hunter Schafer as Cora. Blade Runner 2099 wrapped filming in December 2024 and is set to premiere soon on Amazon Prime Video. In 2009, James Cameron's Avatar took the cinematic world by storm with its gorgeous graphics and fascinating world. While fans have had a long wait for the sequels, 2022's Avatar: The Way of Water proved the franchise could still thrive. Although the third Avatar film has yet to be released, Michelle Yeoh has already landed a role in Avatar 4 and 5 as human scientist Dr. Karina Moog. Avatar: Fire and Ash is set to premiere in December of this year, but Avatar 4 is not expected to be released until 2029, so it will be a while before Yeoh joins the world of Pandora. Although Star Trek's first made-for-streaming film has been receiving lackluster reviews, the end of Star Trek Section 31 leaves the door open for a potential sequel. Michelle Yeoh has stated that she loves portraying Philippa Georgiou, so she likely wouldn't turn down the chance to play the character again if the story and timing worked out. Between the compelling new characters and Georgiou's story arc, there was enough to like about Star Trek Section 31 for a sequel to be an exciting prospect, but it remains to be seen where Paramount Plus will focus its efforts. Michelle Yeoh's Philippa Georgiou remains one of modern Star Trek's best new characters, and here's hoping Star Trek Section 31 was not the end of her story. While it's also possible that Michelle Yeoh could reprise the role of Georgiou in another Star Trek project, the setting of Section 31 makes this a bit difficult. Section 31 takes place in the early 24th century of Star Trek's Lost Era, making it distinctly separate from Star Trek's other ongoing projects. Still, between time travel and alternate universes, there are always opportunities for characters to pop up in strange places and times. Michelle Yeoh's Philippa Georgiou remains one of modern Star Trek's best new characters, and here's hoping Star Trek Section 31 was not the end of her story. When Michelle Yeoh won the Academy Award for Everything Everywhere All at Once, it felt like a long overdue coronation. The Malaysian-born star had already conquered Hong Kong action cinema, Hollywood blockbusters, and prestige drama. And while her return to the Star Trek universe in Section 31 is a gift to fans of her enigmatic Philippa Georgiou, some have wondered, what's next? Well, worry not. Michelle Yeoh isn't slowing down, she's speeding up. The Oscar winner has more projects in orbit than a Federation starship. Whether it's fantasy epics, animated features, or genre-bending adventures, Yeoh's post-Star Trek slate proves that she's not just living up to her Oscar moment, she's building an entire multiverse of roles. A queen in more than one universe. Even before Section 31 materializes on Paramount Plus, Yeoh has been busy ruling realms. She recently lent her voice to Kung Fu Panda 4 as the mysterious shape-shifting sorceress, the Chameleon. The role gave her the perfect chance to combine wisdom, menace, and martial prowess, her cinematic trifecta. But that's just one stop on a busy voice acting tour. She's also continuing her run in Netflix's The Witcher: Blood Origin, where she portrays Scan, the last of a nomadic tribe of sword elves. In a series that emphasizes combat, history, and magic, Yeoh brings a commanding presence that elevates the prequel beyond mere lore expansion. Whether wielding blades or wisdom, she makes it impossible to look away. Everything Everywhere Isn't Over. Yeoh's Oscar-winning role as Evelyn Wang made cinematic history. But instead of retreating into safe roles, she's doubling down on the unexpected. She's collaborating again with the Daniels, Everything Everywhere's directing duo, for a new sci-fi comedy project. While details are tightly under wraps as usual with the Daniels, the promise of another surreal, emotional, high-energy performance from Yeoh is enough to stoke anticipation. In fact, Yeoh's become the go-to actor when a film wants to balance absurdity with gravitas. She can deliver a monologue about taxes and laundry, while also breaking the multiverse in half. Post-Section 31, we may well see her once again leaping through realities, only this time with even more creative freedom. Coming to the silver screen and beyond, Yeoh's filmography in the next few years reads like a festival lineup. She stars in The Brother's Son, an upcoming Netflix action comedy series from the creators of Gangs of London, playing the matriarch of a Taiwanese crime family caught between legacy and loyalty. This is Yeoh in full action mode, but with the emotional weight that made her Crazy Rich Asians role so compelling. She's also part of the massive ensemble cast of Avatar 3, James Cameron's ever-expanding Na'vi saga. Yeoh will portray a scientist named Dr. Karina Moog, and if Cameron's usual patterns hold, she won't be a one-and-done character. Her involvement suggests that the world of Pandora will be richer, more complex, and more grounded, with Yeoh's performance anchoring it in humanity or whatever passes for it among the stars. The future is female and fierce. One of the most exciting aspects of Yeoh's career trajectory is how deliberately it defies Hollywood's usual path for actresses over 50. She's not settling into dignified cameos or being typecast as the wise grandmother. Instead, she's actively redefining what mature female leads can do: wield swords, lead franchises, kiss Oscars, and still be the most magnetic presence on screen. She's even making waves behind the camera. Yeoh is developing projects with her own production company aimed at bringing more Asian stories to global audiences. Her goal? To use her platform not just to shine, but to light the way for others. In interviews, she's spoken passionately about giving voice to underrepresented cultures and stories, something that's long been lacking in international cinema. Don't count her out, count her in everything. If Star Trek Section 31 is a farewell to the Terran Empress Georgiou, it's also a reminder of Yeoh's limitless versatility. She's done period dramas, science fiction, martial arts, animation, and comedy, all while maintaining the core of what makes her performances so unforgettable: empathy, power, and elegance. In many ways, Section 31 isn't an ending. It's a launch pad, a bridge to the next galaxy of roles she'll dominate. And for fans worried that post-Trek Yeoh might retreat from the spotlight, she's not going anywhere. She's everywhere, all at once. So don't worry, Michelle Yeoh fans. The Oscar winner hasn't just cemented her place in film history. She's rewriting what that history can look like, and she's only